Hello, welcome to week 51 of Bariatric Bloke. I am here today to give you my weight and also just prepare you for next week, which will be the last video for a while, is what I think I'll do, because it will be 1 year since the operation on August 8th. Basically, this week's weight is 250 pounds, so that pound that I put on last week is gone, which brings the total weight loss since meeting with the folks at Wentworth Douglas to 154 pounds. Feeling pretty good. A bit muscle achy in my legs this week. Not really sure why. I didn't really do anything crazy with them or anything. Although I moved a few snowmobiles and they're kind of heavy, so who knows? Maybe it was that. But yeah, still feeling good. So next week probably be the last video, and then I'll just give updates every couple of months or something. So if you have any questions, feel free to post a comment or tell me a question, and I'll be happy to answer it. I already have one question that I'll answer, but if anybody else has any other questions, feel free to ask. Don't really care what it's about. Happy to give an honest answer on my experience. Um, and so basically, next week will have been a year of walking, drinking, sipping, walking, sipping, walking, pretty much continuously since surgery. So all good, no complaints. As said before, been pretty easy for me. It hasn't really been that difficult, um, which is good. Let's see, a couple of observations this week. I realized I haven't drank any seltzer water um, in over a year, which is kind of interesting because I used to live on seltzer water, and that was, 0 calories, no sweeteners or anything like that. So it wasn't like seltzer water was bad, but just haven't had any, and I'm not really sure why. There's been some sitting in the house the entire time, just haven't had it. Still haven't had any candy, so no boiled sweets, nothing like that. Which obviously, as I've been pretty honest and said before, used to be my main diet item. Um, yeah, and still no cravings for that, which is good. And I think, to be honest, if I did get a craving for it, I'd probably avoid it. I do have that concern that it'd be kind of like a alcoholic going back and having a drink, and it might just kick off some kind of cravings. So I figure the easiest thing is to just avoid it. But fortunately, it's been pretty easy to avoid because I don't think about it anymore. Um, and oh yeah, and growing back the beard. Hopefully, it'll be back for next week because then we'll be able to see a true before and after. Um, seeing as I was able to convince one friend that all I'd done was shave my beard off. So yeah, nothing else really major to report this week. And next week I'll give a full blown. I'll make some notes so I don't forget what to talk about, which seems to happen every week. I forget to talk about things. And as soon as I stop recording, I remember. So anyway, next week I'll be sure that I have notes to give you a full summary of things. Yesterday I did go give a ton of blood for blood tests, and it looks like they've all come back great. So that's really good. Still no signs of diabetes anymore, things like that. My my iron's back up. I think the only one that they said might be a little low is my folic acid. So I guess I'm like a pregnant lady. Must be having sympathy pregnancy for a friend. Anyway, that is it, and I'll see you next week. So if you have any questions, submit them, and I'll be sure to answer them. Thanks a lot.